But of course, there's a lot of history. There's a lot of, there's a lot going on when it comes to Labor Day. And I kind of looked at some of the information that I found on the internet. And so we're going to go through some stuff. But yes, let's talk about it. Is it now a political affair? Has it always been a political affair? Or what is it really? What do you want to see? Because some people, complain, well, yeah, it's the political party, which in its sense is not that correct. But we'll get into that later on, where, hey, Labor Day in St. Kitts has now become something where all political parties, put their foot forward because, of course, they are workers who support these political parties. So why wouldn't they celebrate their workers? So let's look at some history. Labor Day and politics in the Caribbean have a long history with important revolts, mass protests, and strikes. The role of labor movements and their manifestations as political parties has contributed to stable party systems in the region. The 1930s saw significant struggles leading to trade union rights being introduced across the British Caribbean. Celebrations of Labor Day were held by trade unions in collaboration with political parties. Labor Day in the Caribbean is celebrated as a day for workers, but it has also become a political affair in Trinidad. Well, a political affair in the Caribbean. In Trinidad, the case is different, as a political mobilization along racial lines took over from class-based politics in the 1930s. In St. Kitts Nevis, the Labour Party commemorates Labor Day with events. The day has evolved from the struggle of free workers The day has evolved from the struggle to free workers from repression, exploitation, and racism. It is a day to remember the appalling conditions faced by workers and their struggle for improved working conditions, fair wages, and job security. So that's kind of the Caribbean, take on it. Let's see what happens internationally. Says Labor Day traditions vary across many countries. In India, workers participate in rallies and processions. In Germany, it's a mix of protests and carnivals. In China, workers get a 3-day break to unwind and travel. Why can't we get that here? Sounds fair to me. And in Helsinki, workers' right marches take place in city squares. International Labor Day is celebrated globally as a tribute to the workers and their rights. So that's some of the information that I've gathered. I would really like you to out there to, hey, listen, let me know how you feel. What do you think needs to change? Or what do you think we need to go back to? You can join me on the phone. Our number here is 465-1977, 465-1903. And our cell phone WhatsApp number, you can call us at 662-8674. And for the folks overseas as well, you can join us via WhatsApp on that number. Again, those numbers are 465-1977, 465-1903, or 1-869-662-8674. Give us a call. Let us know exactly, how you feel. As I said, what do you think we need to do? Do we go back? Do we go forward? Do we stay where we are as it relates to Labor Day? as I said, I honestly feel as if that if we're celebrating workers, how do we define who should be out there? Because yes, I saw the match yesterday, and there were genuine workers who were participating. I actually saw the event at PAM headquarters as well, and it's the same thing. And I also saw the event at Newtown for the People's Labour Party. And these are workers. One of the issues that I think everybody says, well, this is a workers' thing, so let the unions do it. Well, who are the unions? I mean, how effective are unions in St. Kitts at this particular point? And as we all know, the labor movement always incorporated the trade union and then the labor party. So, as I said, you can join us here in ZIZ and let us know exactly, what your thoughts are on the process. Now, I guess some people would say, hey, listen, I don't have a problem with the political parties being involved, but should they be campaigning? I don't know. I think there's a lot that needs to be said about how this is done, and I'd really like you to give me your opinion on that. We're going to take our first call for the day. Welcome to The Edge. Good morning.
Good morning. A pleasant Tuesday morning to you. How are you this morning?
I am doing wonderful. Thanks.
Okay. Am I live?
Yes, you are. Go ahead.
Okay. Good morning. A pleasant Tuesday morning to Ronnie and Monarch in the office. Sorry, in the studio. Mm-hmm. You asked a question. Is it now a political thing with the Labor Day match? I grew up in St. Kitts, and I'm here to tell you this Tuesday morning, it has always been a political thing. There is no way around it. There's no doubt about it. It has always been a political thing. My grandmother grew up a strong labor. And African dresses, Kittians was into African dresses as a young child. I was in it. We used to get our outfits made for the Labor Day match. We will go around the fort, come down in front of Billy Hubbard's house, and I'm not joking, with broom and mop and paint and all kind of thing, and literally brush out Billy Hubbard them out of the house. It has always been a political thing, and I don't think it's ever going to change. I remember this song, Get a Big Brush, Fix Up Today, mopping out the PAM party out of the private home. Sorry to be laughing like this. So it's a grown root thing. It's a norm. It has always been a political thing. Yes, at some point I think they do celebrate the workers and appreciate the workers because you will hear the talks. The match itself will be more going towards the opposition, but the speeches, they would indicate, would speak and, commemorate the workers them for their hard work. Mm-hmm. But the match itself was always political, believe it. So I don't think you're going to get that change. What we need to get back into is that we have to learn to be unified. We have to come together as a people, because even back in the day when I was a child, going around there to Billy Hubbard, them house with broom and thing, mopping out broom, a little child. At the same time, there was always a sense of, yes, I'm mopping out all you because I'm not getting into the house in some way of thinking like that. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, there was a unity there. They would not come out on the landing and cuss and ramp and rave and get on and stuff like that. So it was like a game, a joke, or whatever it want to be. But there was politics, unity within the politics. And I still think that there's unity within politics. But I think we, the people, is who make it become reckless and aggressive and angry and full of hatred.
Yeah,
The people is the one who hate and lick down each other and stop talking to each other. But the politicians, there's always a level, a percentage of unity within those people. It was always there, but people have, over the years, growing up, has taken it too far. When you got parents not talking to each other, and children not talking to the parents, and there's where things get out of hand.
yeah,
So
and when
in
the
the political
elections,
way, it's going to be like that. But we have to find a way to enroll the unity back into our country. We, the people, have to learn to start to respect each other and love each other and care for each other. We have lost it along the way. We grew up with so much love and compassion in the home, especially with the grandparents. But as we grow, we tend to just let those, traditions and rules and everything go to the door. We don't care. We're quick to jump to conclusions. We're quick to hate each other. And that is what having us tearing each other apart. You guys continue to do good work. Have a wonderful day, Continue to do a good work and take care. Bye-bye.
all right, thank you for your call. Yes, and as you know, we, back then, when the elections were over, they were over. But now, I guess, with the prevalence of social media and, hey, listen, back then it was just ZIZ. Now, all of a sudden, you have all types of different media as well. And so, that stuff just keeps going and going and going. So we're politicking for 5 years. But as the caller just said, and I tend to agree with her as well too. Now, it may not have been that way. In the entire Caribbean, because in Trinidad, it more Labor Day became along the racial lines. Labor Day went along the racial lines. So we got another call? All right, so we're going to take this call. Good morning, welcome to The Edge.
Good morning, yes.
Yes, go ahead, you're live.
Yes, you're hearing me? Okay.
Yes.
A very interesting program.
Thank you.
Since yesterday was Labor Day.
Yes.
But however, I'm wondering how much one can separate the workers' part of it from the politics. Like the first caller, I grew up in St. Kitts Nevis all my lifetime thus far. But I recall once there was a company there, Higgs and Hill, living in St. Kitts. I was a youngster.
Yes, I remember Higgs and Hill.
There's a building just on the corner of, just above, let's see, government headquarters that Higgs and Hill built. I think it's the bank or something. But anyway, I recall going there asking for a job. And who I was supposed to approach, I approached the individual. And when I asked about the job, the first thing they asked me if I joined the union. And it was the labor union then, the only union then I knew in St. Kitts. And I said no. And then I couldn't get a job. My query was, here is somebody asking for a job. And then the first thing you're going to ask them is in a union. When I feel, okay, you get a job, you get employed, and they probably can encourage you to join the union. Maybe those were the policies those days. But however, I listened to a program on another radio station in St. Kitts on Sunday. And they were talking about union and workers and what have you. And when I listened really and truly, the program, the host of the program, he talked more about what the Labour Party has done than what have, in my opinion, it was a lot of politics, because also he was referring to what speech, I didn't hear that speech anyway, the leader of the People's Action Movement made. In my view, I firmly believe that the politics should be out of the union movement, so that people are free to join the unions they want and what have you. And I also feel that on the day of the march, I see more politicians at times. I've witnessed that many times because I lived in St. Kitts a long, long time.
Yes.
That's my root. And I see more the politicians in front of the march, leading the march and what have you. And I feel that it should be a time when the union people, because it's something for workers. I agree that under the government, whichever one it may be, they put policies in place that the workers benefit because they are politicians and they're put in place to make sure that the welfare of the people are in place. But too many times, the politics take something. How about, do they have a teachers' union? Do they have the workers who work at the waterfront? How many unions do we have in St. Kitts?
Well, there was...
unions to come together. Thank you very much for hearing me because I don't want to take up.
No problem, and thanks for your call. Very insightful as well. We got another call. We're going to take this call and then we go to a break. All right. Welcome to The Edge. We don't have a call? Okay, so we'll take a break right now and then we'll come right back on The Edge. Let us know what you think about Labor Day unions and politics.
In the sun or in the rain, life's a journey, joy and pain. But NCI's here day and night, always here for you, making it right. Always here for you. Always. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you. Always. Right here till the very end. At National Caribbean Insurance, you are covered and secure. We're your partner, your protector, your peace of mind. So for home, for health, for life, choose NCI because we are always here for you. Always. Always here for you. Always. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you. Always. Right here till the very end. Always here for you. Always. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you. Always. Right here till the very end.
Do you have a dear mother?
Moments for Mom is ZIZ tribute to all mothers. Do you want to do something truly unforgettable for your mom this Mother's Day? Show her love like never before with a personal video tribute broadcast on ZIZ television. Come, step in front of our cameras and tell the world just how much she means to you. It's your chance to share your heart, your memories, and your love. She gave you the world. Now give her 30 seconds of pure joy and excitement. Moments for Mom, only on ZIZ. Limited spaces available. Book your tributes now. Give us a call at 465-2621 or email sales@zizonline.com.
She's my mother, and I love her so.
This Mother's Day weekend, give her the gift of style, comfort, and savings during the Hospice Mother's Day mega sale. Mothers deserve more. From Thursday, May 8th to Saturday, May 10th is 25% off everything store-wide and all discountable items at Hospice Building and Neva Centers, where we say, build with us. Hospice Furniture and Appliances, get style, comfort, and savings. Ashley Home Stores and Kits, home to her favorite looks. Builder's Paradise, always bringing you the everyday lowest prices. Plus at Hospice Furniture and Appliances and Ashley's Home Store, get 25% off all cash sales. And wait for it, double cash back on all higher purchases. And at Hospice Building and Neva Centers, it's a solid 25% off all discountable items, just in time for those home improvement projects she's been dreaming about. Mothers deserve more. She deserves it all. The savings, the comfort, the beauty. So don't miss the 3-day Mother's Day mega sale. Thursday, May 8th to Saturday, May 10th at Hosfred's and Builder's Paradise. Built for her, price for you. Terms and conditions apply. Mothers deserve more.
From the heart of ZIZ Radio comes a political talk show like no other. The Edge, with host Devin Cornelius giving you his take on the biggest stories happening in governance today. Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555, Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
The views and opinions expressed by participants and callers during this program are solely their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or policies of ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, its management, or sponsors. The station accepts no responsibility for statements made.
All right, welcome back to The Edge, and we're having a spirited conversation here this morning. As I said, this comes up every year. I really didn't hear it that much this year about the Labor Day celebrations. I don't know if people are specifically referring to the march or to the events on a whole. I mean, right now, the information in St. Kitts Nevis, as it relates to Labor Day, is surrounded by politics and political parties. All three parties in St. Kitts yesterday had events specifying, or celebrating, I should say, not specifying, celebrating Labor Day. Listen, I was looking at, but anyway, so we're waiting on your calls. Give us a call at 465-1903, 465-1977, and 1-869-662-8674. That number, you can reach us in the diaspora using WhatsApp as well. So I was just looking back and looking for stuff that relates to Labor Day in St. Kitts. And I saw some comments from an article in The Observer. This was some years ago, where one commenter said, I think the holiday is just based on politics because there is the political party named Labour. I think it's just to merely signify or promote Labour, but they just want to look like they are giving the country a holiday. Okay, so we're going to stop there and take this call. Good morning, caller. Welcome to The Edge.
Hey, morning.
Good morning.
I listen to the program. This one I look good, you know what I mean? For I don't understand. You know what I mean? Everybody really who the people, you know what I mean? Everybody look for the people that really speak. Because never you got labor. And they look.
Yeah, excuse me there a minute. Your phone's going in and out, so though we're hearing you, we're not understanding everything clearly. I don't know if you want to shift your position and see if that works a lot better.
Okay, see, am I look better?
That sounds better.
Okay, I'm saying about labor, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you know what I mean? Not nobody really put, you know what I mean? For people can support them, but really truly labor support the people in.
Mm-hmm.
That put them in that position there to make sure they come out and look for them really, you know, but not them come and look for labor. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't know people import themselves as thinking about labor in a kind of way. Labor now don't nobody in a kind of way. Themselves in position for themselves to make money for themselves really good. Keep them for them there. They're supposed to understand, they're supposed to look out for the people and give them something that to make them come out there and support them like that. I mean, labor is a thing really to keep them, labor system. It's a good program really, bro. You know what I mean? I think that's people, you know what I mean, bro?
Got you. All right, well, we appreciate your call, man. Thank you.
No problem.
For taking part in the conversation today. All right, we got another call. We're going to go straight to the phones. Good morning. Welcome to The Edge.
Good morning, Monarch.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. Monarch, quickly, just on a backdrop on the first your first caller, the lady who spoke about, we need to move to get towards unity. Now, when I look at all this marching and everything, it is driving us further and further apart instead of we uniting. Now, Monarch, I don't know, because of work last week, I didn't get to participate in calling. So I want to take us back to something that I raised about a week ago.
Okay.
Pertaining to the development that is happening in America and in Africa, pertaining to Michael Langley.
No problem at all. Go ahead.
Now, Monarch, for me, I think I want to hear my Prime Minister. I want to hear my Prime Minister very vigorously on this. Because when we look back in history, I can call certain names, Monarch. The late Colin Powell. We have former, I can't remember his title, Lloyd Austin, who was under the Biden administration, and we now have Michael Langley under this Trump administration. Now, these three men, late Powell, and there is two, these people are being swindled, Monarch. These men are being swindled because, again, I want to emphasize on we're being divided. The march yesterday, it is further and further driving us into being divided. And I've said before, Monarch, our common enemy divided us, and it have worked for them. Your first caller spoke about unity. Now look at what Michael Langley is doing with his propaganda, accusing our leader in Burkina Faso. These are the topics we need to keep alive, Monarch. Because in as much as people who are going to say, start a yard before you go abroad. If the continent of Africa was being showcased to us like Europe and America, we wouldn't have wanted to go to Europe and America. Because the resources in Africa belongs to us, Monarch. It is by design why they have told us that our continent is a poverty-stricken continent. It is a dark continent. But who are we? Who are we, Monarch? Because nothing that we have didn't come from darkness. Darkness is the platform of creation, Monarch. I want our people to understand this. Because again, those who conquered us and give us everything that we gravitate to, they put us in a box, in a system, the matrix, if you will, to control us. The march yesterday, Monarch, is driving us apart. Our future is at stake, and the enemy knows that. They have created this system where it is either them or us. And while they keep moving the goalpost, Monarch, we are just going along to get along. We need to move away from this. Monarch, Michael Langley is being swindled. I mean, have you seen the interview with the senator, how he had his hand under his chin questioning Langley?
What is Langley's position?
I mean, really?
What is Langley's position? What is Langley's position in the military?
Well, I don't know his position, but I know what he is. I think he is the chairman for African affairs in Africa.
Okay, representing the U.S.
You know, we have had Lloyd Austin who said that creating military base in Africa is a form of development. These creatures, Monarch, let me repeat this, these creatures are strategizing against us. And we are being fall to their prey because we are going along to get along. Monarch, can we ask ourselves, how could we be fulfilling what they wrote in a book? Because when they gave us in this book that we gravitated to, the story of Jesus and Judas, to them Michael is what? The modern day Judas. And when Joseph's brother sold him, well, our ancestors sold us, that's why we're here. And Cain killing his brother, look at us today, Monarch. We are not hating ourselves anymore. We are killing ourselves. And this is what is keeping us where we are. Our unity is becoming a stage where we're going to take unity along with becoming knowledgeable of who we are. And that is what they are afraid of. As long as we are divided and we are killing ourselves, it doesn't matter to them. because they know they have their eyes on our resources. I mean, the president said, well, he referred to Africa as shithole countries, and now he's in the DRC collecting the mineral that is geared towards the future.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Monarch.
Hey,
I give no one else a chance.
Before you go, I have a comment here that I would like you to respond to.
Mm-hmm.
It says, Africa must unite, one passport, one currency, free travel and trade amongst all African countries, and the Caribbean has to be a part of that as well.
Well, I am for that, but Monarch, remember now, trade. Who is at the head of, don't ask me her name. She's a Nigerian woman who is she's the chairman for the World Trade Organization. Mm-hmm. Again, they put her in that position, and at the same time, she cannot even bring the 54 countries of Africa to begin to trade within Africa.
Mm.
As they say, should you interfere with our interests, they're going to put sanction on us. I mean, can you imagine Europe and America coming into your house and tell you your furniture belongs to them, and they're going to tell you what you can sell from what you cannot sell? This is what is happening on our continent, Monarch.
Got you.
All right, I'll let someone else comment, and if they want to talk about the march yesterday, let them go ahead.
All right, thank you very much for that call. Again, we're at 465-1903, 465-1977, and 1-869-662-8674. We're waiting on another call to come in. All right, welcome to The Edge. Good morning. Okay, it seems as if that we... All right, good morning. Welcome to The Edge.
Greetings.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Give thanks. Don't get to fly into the blown over the window.
No, not me. As is evident on the camera.
Okay. Give thanks to the reasoning so far. We listen to your first caller keenly, you know, and if it is so, you know, it means that working people, it is an affront to the dignity of working people who is non-political. Who is non-political, they ain't connect with neither Labour, whoever. Yes? It is an affront to the dignity of such people. Very much so. According to what she said, you know, it's terrible.
So how do the non-political workers, non-political affiliated workers, how do they celebrate Labor Day? Or how should they, if I may ask?
It's all about being a working person. It's all about being a working person, be part of the workforce.
Mm-hmm.
Non-political, you say I'm non-political. You're just a worker. Get your wages and to up your living conditions of yourself and your families and your loved ones. I mean,
but could it be though that the union movement in St. Kitts Nevis is just not strong enough for something like that? I mean, in Antigua, though the Labour Party takes part in the Labour Day weekend process and everything. I mean, the union is a part of it as well, too. The union here is a part of it, but you hardly hear anything about the union these days.
Well, yeah, we have said it, you know, to be unionized is important. But we have said that the St. Kitts Nevis Trades and Labour Union ought to change its name. But I guess they keep the name because it is politically connected, you know. Anyhow, let me swing off of that little bit. We notice that anytime we have in these events and similar events, they leave a trail of garbage behind. And, you know, it is it's terrible that, you know, the ruling party right now is the Labour the Labour Party. And the union is connected, and so where is the political will to keep the place, to keep our environment as it ought to be kept? You know, and you know, just this morning we appreciate we have a Ministry of Environment. It.
Yes.
We have a Ministry of Environment. And in spite of having a Ministry of Environment, our environment is in a terrible state. Especially when it comes to littering. I mean, the nastiness is,
Yeah, I was.
And when we are having these events, we freeing up people to litter because they leave a trail of garbage everywhere they walk, everywhere they sit, everywhere they come. They leave a trail of garbage. There's no pride. And you know, 1 or 2 times within that garbage, we pick up all the emblem. All the emblem on the ground. The garbage.
Yeah, I understand that.
There.
And that's not good at all. I definitely understand that. I think that you need to clean up right after. I don't think you need to wait. I mean, I see some people cleaning this morning.
I attended a conference in Canada in 1982. I'll never forget that. And after the conference, they give us a little freeway to take in Caribana. That's what it named, Caribana?
Yes.
And immediately behind the jamming on the street is these 2 trucks.
Yeah, I mean, same thing.
And whatever, and they're just washing them and cleaning up same time.
Yeah, same thing they do in New York for Labor Day as well, right? At the end of the parade, there's the cleaners coming down to clean the street. So yes, I drove through town last night, and I was kind of disappointed. But the good thing about it is that I saw someone on Keon Street cleaning and doing that work. But I agree with you. We need to clean up.
Yeah, we have that cleaning goes on in certain areas, you know, and then now, I'll be already saying, no, please, let us add this quickly, that the nastiness is more than the cleaning. So it look, even when we are cleaning, it look like we not even try, because the nastiness is so much.
Got you.
Give thanks to the time. Blessed God.
All right, appreciate that. All right, so there we go with that call. Again, we're about 20 minutes away from the midday newscast, so you can join the conversation. We're talking about anything to do with Labor Day. We got a call online. Welcome.
Yes, I would again. Yes, the caller does know. The people are really into the people, like we're big in politics and things. People that the country dirty and things. And then just go all up and down and kill them. People don't do that.
Okay. Yeah, your call's going in and out still, same as before. But I think I got the gist of what you were saying. So we're going to try another call. Good morning. Welcome to The Edge.
Yeah, a pleasant good morning to you, Monarch.
Yes.
Yeah. What I seeing, right, when I'm much younger and I see matches and so on, even though that the leader for the party was also the union leader back then, right? We used to see a different during the match. I can't recall we used to see anything more like politics and so on. The first caller was saying that certain things used to happen and so on. Maybe the person much older than me and so on. But I never used to see those kind of things and so on. I used to see the workers used during the match. They will bring what they accustomed to work with during the match. Say you work in the field, you work with a machete and them kind of thing like that and so on. And when a lot of the industry was around, we used to like up the industrial site that I'm talking about. You used to see on the Labor Day they will participate in sports and so on. Like one factory will be playing cricket against the next factory and so on, and some kind sporting activity. All of that have been trained for more like a jamming incident, a jamming thing going on now. Yeah, I think we need to get away from that. And what observed for years, when the Labour Party is in power, the union get much weaker because the union would go up against its own self, basically the party. I don't think so. Thanks for your time, buddy.
All right, I hear you. They need to go up for the workers, regardless to who is in office, because their job is to represent the workers, not to figure out exactly. Well, okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I mean, there's an affiliation between the trades and labor union, and I don't know. Maybe it will be a good thing to have them to come in and tell us exactly, what their mission is at this particular point in time. All right, we got another call coming in. All right, so that number is 465-1903, 465-1977, or 1-869-662-8674. You can get us by WhatsApp. So I have some comments here from Bury in connection with some of the statements that were made. In a small island state as St. Kitts and Nevis, we are so divided. The marches and the Labor Day events yesterday is quite evident. I mean, as you see, and this is traditional though. Okay, here we go. We're going to take this call. Welcome to the Edge. Hello.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, Ronnie.
Morning, buddy.
Yes. Monarch, it's on into journey. This journey all the time I take that book, but you just deal with the story of the book and I take the message what the book has sent at all.
Which book that is?
Huh?
Which book that is?
The Bible later.
Oh, okay, good. Just wanted to make sure.
If every time he can irritate me because he not deal with the essence. Then give one story, but behind the story, our message, that's the essence. That's the way he put out. They say the words I give unto your spirit and life. Not really the story.
Mm-hmm.
The story now for make you do better.
I hear you. Hey, I want to ask you. I want to ask you a question though. How is Labor Day celebrated in Montserrat?
Yeah, but basically what to deal with. Listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
I will not got one workers union more because when we little, I will got one United Workers Union.
Yep.
And they come together and shut down the government.
Mm.
You get that?
Yes.
So the same government now come now and start to sell one idea. You see, selling the idea. And as you sell the idea, Monarch, you with this party and running with another party. But I am together with the workers' union.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
But the whole point about it now is that the government now, they sell one idea to you and, Monarch, boy, I keep up with Ronnie, boy. You know, see, Ronnie wants to take you out to take me out smart. You get that?
Yeah, I know that feeling. So, I mean, you're together. You're supposed to be together in the union, but simply because of the political party that you support and the party that's in power, then it could separate you. Yeah, we got a real problem.
So, which one you gonna want? No man can serve two masters. So what you gonna do? You gonna stick with your party or you gonna stick with the workers' union? Because the workers' union a fight for your right. Better wages.
Gotcha.
Better working condition. You catch what I'm saying?
Yes.
So which one you want now? You're going to want to now run with your political party and I get knocked out.
I hear you.
You see? you see the difference, right?
Got you.
Now, me get invited because what we got right now, we got a civil servant union. Then the one just before the last government they get out of power, then we got civil servant or something. So me really go as me no civil servant. But one of the journalists me go day. So he tell me go send one little young journalist. So me go assist the little young journalist. And why did they not put me out? Someone was trying to push me, right? No, hurt push. I said, you're not a civil servant, why you do that? But me not really there as no civil servant. Me need to assist me like a young journalist.
Okay.
That's exactly. Guess what? Me turn on thing. Yesterday, me tell me, no, minister there foolishness there.
No, I think that, I mean, you can have an organization that, works with the civil service, but what happened to the private sector? We definitely need that as well. People need representation, and I guess it's this way all over, because I've worked in many places where some wanted the union, some didn't want the union, and they were constantly fighting. So anyway,
exactly.
Yeah. Thanks for the call. We got a couple more calls coming in.
Let me just finish off.
Go ahead.
When people recognize them goals and recognize what the union stands for, because when you're going to unite the union and the government believes it matters, the union just comes to them and says, no work today, you know. You catch me? Airport shut down, seaport shut down. You get to my friend?
Yes.
So, and the same party jump up with. And then don't want to kill you slowly. You get that?
Gotcha.
Okay, then, Monarch.
All right, man. Take care. Thanks for the call. We appreciate it. All right. So, as I said, we're 10 minutes away from the news. We got some comments on here. Ebony, good morning to you. Welcome in, Margaret. Good morning. And BC Control, understand your comments as well. Bury Jones, as usual, is on. He says, as a leader takes control, his job is to unite the people and lift their quality of life. Our Prime Minister has to be mindful of that. And yes, I mean, as I said, there's more than just the politics that has a part to play when it comes to this. Let's see here. We got some comments on Facebook as well. Let me go ahead and read those. The caller always wants to change the topic when we're discussing local happenings, talking about America, Russia, Africa. It's like he doesn't care about what is happening here. All right, well, it's the present politicians who are making the Labor Day march a mockery of what it's supposed to be. Politicians can't tell the people, I did this for you, so go out and march on Labor Day. That's what they did just the other day in Parliament. Government has to make the lives of its citizens better all year round. Certainly understand the sentiments behind that comment. Yeah, but the issue is, as I said, and I don't know, maybe we got to figure out how to get stronger unions here, because unions are very important. They played a very important role back in the day. Our situation, and so it is in most of the other countries, the most familiar one to me would be Antigua and Barbuda, where they had the union and the political party came together as one movement. So how do you then separate that? As I mentioned earlier, these people who support the political parties, they're workers as well. But yeah, do we go back to the days where we actually see workers out there having fun, competing against each other, maybe in sporting activities? You know, I don't know if we're going to ever get back to that place, but there's got to be a way where we can figure out exactly how to you know, celebrate our workers without, you know, turning it into a political campaign. And as we see in St. Kitts, all three political parties had their events yesterday, I guess trying to outdo each other. But every single one of them says, hey, it's about the workers. Yes, it's about the workers, but it's only about the workers for your party, or it's about the workers for everybody. What we're going to do, we're coming up to the end of the show. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back with our final words on the edge for today.
A mother's love deserves a gift like no other. Celebrate her love, strength, and style with heartfelt jewelry from Pandora. From our iconic charms to sparkling necklaces, rings, earrings, and more, there are so many ways to say, thank you, Mom. So on Mother's Day and every day, tell her how much she means to you with a gift from Pandora.
Available at IC Jewelers Fort Zante. Call 466-5853 for details.
Healthwise on ZIZ TV, Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Hosted by Dr. Malik Lescott, Dr. Jolette Woodley, and Dr. Patrice Lawrence.
Have a dear mother.
Moments for Mom is ZIZ tribute to all mothers. Do you want to do something truly unforgettable for your mom this Mother's Day? Show her love like never before with a personal video tribute broadcast on ZIZ television. Come, step in front of our cameras and tell the world just how much she means to you. It's your chance to share your heart, your memories, and your love. She gave you the world. Now give her 30 seconds of pure joy and excitement. Moments for Mom, only on ZIZ. Limited spaces available. Book your tributes now. Give us a call at 465-2621 or email sales@zizonline.com.
She's my mother, and I love her so.
All right, welcome back to our final moments here on The Edge. We want to thank everyone who joined us today. We want to thank everyone who called. And listen, I have 2 more days. I know there's a lady out there who says, please don't leave unless you tell us when you're leaving. Listen, this has been, almost 4 weeks, I think? Yeah. At least I did the show in parts of 4 weeks. That seems like a long time. Seems like an eternity. I definitely, like the interaction with the callers and everything. So tomorrow, though, we have a special topic that we're going to discuss. We discuss special topics all the time. It says next year around this time, it will mark 100 years since Warner Park has been purchased. So we'll delve into that. For you folks who are out there, put on your thinking caps. I mean, there's been a lot of conversation as to whether or not we should rename it. Why is it Warner Park? Are we still dealing with the colonial statuses of the past and everything like that? So yes, Miss Julie Martin. Wow, she had a very compelling article, compelling post on Facebook, and so we're going to delve into that tomorrow. So thank you very much for joining us today on The Edge. We got a couple of minutes, and then we're going to go up to the midday newscast on ZIZ. Again, thanks for joining us today. We'll see you tomorrow. We got one more call? Okay, we'll take this call real quickly. Good morning. Welcome to The Edge.
The Labour Party willing to actually share a
this itself from the labor workers union? Is there a constitution policy that actually direct who to actually be and represent the workers union? Should not be persons elect people who don't want to be an executive. So it has nothing to do with party. It has to do with that industry itself. Because ever since I know myself, I closer to 150, and it's always be like a labor. And if it just with the Labour Party, maybe we should change in Mankaita, sink his nevis, workers, whether loan, union, league, whatever the case may be. And it should be select, and the persons on it should be persons who come from the industry, the workers area, and you select your representative. And so we don't have issues. Because the question I ask, how function is the labor union right now? Who do they represent? And who are their associates at the moment? We could say anything in the ear. But do they have people really associated with them right now? And do they really represent people on some issues?
They do. Maybe not enough, but they do. They do represent people, but maybe not enough. But thanks for your call, though. We're right up against the news.
Okay.
And you can always call us back. I'm going to be here for the next 2 days. All right, that's it. We're going to say goodbye to The Edge for today. Thanks again to everyone who joined. Have a great afternoon.